Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. Myself Bala here. I welcome you all to my channel. And this video, I'm just going to discuss about one of the charting scanner, which how we can effectively find a very narrow CPR by using a charting scanner. I'm just going to tell you the steps to create, but we used a custom indicator to create the scanner, and maybe I'm just going to share this on a premium group. So before creating this, so CPR having three important lines on TC, BC, and pivot. So for to create to find out such a kind of very narrow range and comparing to the last 10 days average one, which I want to find it out. So by using a charting, by directly it was not possible. So we use the custom indicator to find out that particular pattern by using that scanner. So let me try to create that in a charting pattern, charting scanners. And before going to the video, if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe the channel to get more update, such a kind of scanners and screeners in my YouTube channel. If you're still not subscribed, kindly subscribe the channel to get more update. So before going to that, so this is about calculations of previous day high and low. So the pivot points, it is one of the pivot which is calculated based on the high, low, close divided by 3. That we find it uh, uh, pivot. Okay, in this case also it is the same pivot point. So open high low. So how this levels are calculated from previous day high low. So for example, today the level is plotted. It is calculated based on the previous day high, low, and closing values. Comparing to this closing value, you can get the level for today. So same like that, based on today's high and low and close, we will be easily getting the tomorrow's level one day advance. That is what very important about this kind of pivot levels. We can find it the stocks by one day before, so where it is forming as such a inside or whatever the pattern. So in this video we are exactly looking for so the CPR, which is an average comparing to the last 10 days average. Okay, so let me try first of all how that BC and TC we have to derive. So I'm just pivot is simply, but how to create a pivot point is open high low close divided by 3. So that is what a pivot we can derive. So high low close divided by close divided by 3 on previous day. So previous day high low, so it will be plotting for next day pivot on the central pivot or pivot point, whatever. And there is a 2 points, one is a TC and another one is a BC. Okay, bottom central pivot or top central pivot. How to calculate a top central? Here we need to first of all find it out the BC, bottom central. So how do we find it out the bottom central? Is simply by previous day high plus low divided by 2. So this is what a BC, where we find it out. And TC, if you want to find it out, TC, there is a formula only. So how do we find it out? That pivot which we have find it out, right? So this pivot minus this BC. So this will be top BC plus pivot. So like we to create this one, the top CPR, bottom CPR, and central pivot. So all we to calculate based on the formula. So after that, we to create a custom indicators to create a lot of things. So how do we create a custom indicator? For an example, I'm just going to calculate the ranges of each and every day. So the ranges of TC minus BC. So we will be getting a range, and last 10 days we have to calculate the range. So average range, or we can take an average of last 10 days, and also we to calculate today's level. So we have already a custom indicator that is not defaultly available in charting, so we have to create manually. After that we to use that is on a charting. So let me already created that an average one. So I to use the here to find out the stocks which forming a such a pattern. So for example, today how many stocks which forms such a pattern like very narrow CPR? I'll just try to find out with this particular charting scanner. So let me add a today's CPR width. So CPR width. So today's CPR width, it's simply I just created the custom one. So based on our logic, so we can create a custom indicators. So if you want to learn more about a custom indicator creation, so we have a charting scanner creations course which available in my website. The link of that website will be available in description. So if you're really interested to learn how to create custom indicator and charting scanners creation, you can check the description and you may finding out the content. So you can also, after learning that, you can create. So here it is my logic. So today's CPR with what exactly the width of the CPR comparing to this TC and BC values, and it should be less than today's CPR width should be less than the 10 days average. So like that we have to create a 10 days average. So or else instead of like this, or we can use it also. So it must be today's level must be less than average 10 days average. We have already created average CPR with. So this is what a 10 days average which you have taken off. So if you are using a 1 day ago, and in this 10 days average width should be less than 0.75. So we can mention how much the average width it should be less than. So if you are calculating this, so we have this much of stocks. Or another method, sorry, today's CPR is less than, yeah, that's kind. 1.75. One more method. So just let me check national aluminum. Sorry, this is for tomorrow, I think. Yeah, these are all the stocks because we can easily find it out with advanced levels. This stocks which we are finding it for tomorrow. Let me save the scan. So I will share this on a premium group. So those who want to already in the member, so you can access it. So these are all the stocks which forms yesterday. So in Petro, Bank India, Angel One, these are all the stocks. That yesterday means it is today because already market is over, right? So let me try for in Petro. So where how this happening in Petro. So how did, so this is what the today's level. So here I am not providing you the any trading strategies, just simply to find out the stocks. If you are comparing last 10 days average, so last previous TC and BC average, which we are focusing today, it should be very less. So even we can find it out very tight range comparing to the last 10 days average. So for an example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So almost this one is a very low, but we are comparing average of 10 days and it should be very lower level, and this is what comparing to the last 10 days. So after that we can get any reversal or continuation pattern that we can create with the R1, S1, something like that. But here the scanner will help you to find out the stock which forming a such a pattern in the very narrow. So you can also reduce it. The here this one, so very narrow comparing to the last 10 days. That is very important. So here you can look at this very tight. If you are looking at this points, it is very narrow average of last 10 days. So let me go for how this particular daily and 1 day ago, that will be plotting the stock for tomorrow. So if I want to show you 1 day ago, here you have to change 2 days ago because it is all our values. Okay. So I will run, it will be showing you today's stocks. So Angel One, Adani, Bank India. So these are all the stocks 6 where it is forming a such a pattern. So let me go for this one also be a very tight in range. So I'm not discussing about how to trade. So but how to find that particular stock which forming a very tight in range. So maybe you can add the levels like S1 or R1. So it is inside between the S1 and R1. So something like that which you can add other levels to to find a good trade opportunity. This is what thing. So even I can find it out even lesser, 0.5. So means it will be showing you very tight. So previously if I'm using 0.75, I'm just calculating the average less than, for example, the average is 10 rupees means I'm focusing means only today is a 5 rupees gap. So this will fetch you less number of stocks. So instead of making a huge number, so these are all the opportunity in Bank India United Spread. This one. This is also, this is also be the same like that. So like by using adding even you can reduce the values average 0.4, maybe very less or the same. Yeah, very tight. I'm just talking about 0.2, 3 stocks. Okay. So if you are looking at a back test is very few. And if I'm going to check here, whatever the date it came, randomly we can check it July 11 in copper, Zydus left DLF, LF, and you can modify that level 11, 16, this one. 11 July, it is very tight comparing to the last 10 days, maybe a trending day that you can decide, and a lot of stocks. And if you are even, you can reduce it 0.1. So very closed level. Okay. So only 2 stocks today. Okay. So and previously we have many stocks and randomly we can check and the same 11th. What was the date we are checking? 11 July. So we have some stocks, but in this case, very tight range, 11th July, we don't have any stocks. So 10 and 16. So if you are increasing and decreasing the values, that was exactly showing you the better stocks. This is for live stock filter. And if I want to go for one day ago, and if you are making this as a daily, so I'll be finding this for tomorrow. These two stocks are having very tight range, very less gap between the BCTC that particular. So it would be a very tight range. So maybe in trading view, there is a tomorrow CPR levels also we can find it out one day before. So we'll check this whether this will be right or wrong. What's happening here? Okay, this was tomorrow Camrilla. Instead of Camrilla, I just going to for tomorrow CPR. Is there any 4-5 vote with CPR? We check. Let us produce the tomorrow's pivot. I think it is not very clear. So many courses are available in trading view. Tomorrow CPR. I think this will show you. Yeah. Daily TCBC R1 R2 previous day S1 S2. I just removing that to find only the CPR values. Tomorrow pivot, and I don't want this code may be helping you to find out tomorrow's levels. So where you can see the blue and someone we missed it out tomorrow R1. Okay, so where you can check this tomorrow's level, here it is plotted one day advance. So let me check with our scanner, will it is performing right or wrong. ICICI General Insurance. Let me check, little plot tomorrow's level. Yeah, you can see all the dotted lines are very closer. So you can see the values of maybe this code or tomorrow CPR that is exactly looks good and you may be using it. So search the name tomorrow CPR and you can also use. You can see the pivot is 1962.20 and TC is 2.5, just a 5 paisa gap, and BC is 1.5, just about 5 paisa gap. So total gap for this is 10 paisa. So that is what a very closest range. And if you are comparing yesterday 46 and 36, 10 rupees. Would you understood? But we are calculating the 10 days average only. But here our scanner is working perfectly. Very good. And Muthoot Finance is the second one. That is also be very good. And here tomorrow levels, I think TC, BC pivot near about the same. Almost very close dotted line. Hope you understood that scanner is works. And if you are increasing the values, let me go for 0.75. Even we get a more number of stocks by increasing that. So OAL, lot of stocks, Tata Technologies, many stocks is there. You can also check. Let me go for Tata Technologies. Sorry, here na Tata Technologies. So let me go for the gap is also be the same near about. So tomorrow that is also be a stock we can focus, but you can adjust the values how you are going to make that. So I hope you understood the logic and concepts. Thank you so much. And I will be sharing the scanner into our premium group. It will be helping you to find out a narrow CPR stuff. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching and keep supporting and subscribing the channel. If you want our premium group or learn about charting, just ping me on my WhatsApp number. We'll be getting more detail. Thank you.